And I was just crushing myself. I knew the verses, sin across the board, pride, anger, and lust would come my way, and it felt like that. I knew the verses. Bryce knew the verses, and I knew what to say in the moment. But for some reason, everything was so hard for Bryce to overcome. And I felt like my missing ingredient for the grace, too much grace, I was tolerating sin in other people's lives and in my own in 2023. 2024, I was crushing myself the way I saw myself. And the missing ingredient for me was my love for Christ. Knowing that, man, I love God so much that my sin is murdering him and hurting him, that my sin beat him and crucified him and ripped the flesh off of his back. Because when Bryce in 2024 was all truth, it was, oh, lust is in my way? Okay, Paul says to flee from it. He says, cut my hand off if it's causing me to sin. And I was picturing words on a piece of paper, which is true. There is true. We need scripture to combat that. But I wasn't picturing the face of Jesus and what my sin was doing to him.
Good.
And all it was just a piece of paper to Bryce. And so I started weeping. I started weeping in like November of 2024 of, God, this sucks. I just want to see you and I want to know you. And I kind of understand it's either I'm going to humble myself before God or let this stuff humble me. I can either humble myself and go, God, I need you. And that's why I love, this is the last thing I'll say, Psalm 51. King David, man after God's own heart. One of the legends of the Old Testament. Struggles with lust, sleeps with another woman, kills his best friend and her husband. So it's like, what the heck? And in Psalm 51, he says...
I love how it's so profound. He's like, and man, what the heck?
But I love that passage because like a lot of these Psalms, David is crying out to God in the midst of him struggling with sin. And he says, man, like when I keep this sin inside of me, it's like crushing my bones. It's making me feel heavy. It's weighing my body down.